Welcome back to the Indian PokeTube, and this video is all about the safe switch Barbaracle. I don't know why nobody's using it, but it's so underrated and it works perfectly in an ABB like setup in the middle of a Charizard and Swampert. So in this match we pick up a very bad lead, right? I mean, like Toxapex is like supposedly very bad for Charizard, but I'm going to safe switch to my guy, the Barbaracle, after loading up a truckload of energy on the Charizard. The opponent is obviously confused, he doesn't know who to bring in, and he brings in a Charger Bug after throwing a Brine. I'm going to count to 6 and throw the Stone Edge. Does the opponent know the move set of Barbaracle? Boom! He does not, and it one-shots a little like Charger Boy. And just like that, we have flip switch and we have a lot of loaded energy on the Charizard. And Barbaracle is not done. He's going to flay his arms around, go for a Stone Edge, do massive damage. I'm going to commit to a Stone Edge and force the opponent to throw a Brine. And we have flip switch and we have brought the like Toxapex super low. We can bring in the Swampert, absorb everything here, and we can farm down the Toxapex with Mud Shot. I'm expecting a Ghost Tree in the back. It is a Ghost Tree. It's always the Toxapex and the Ghost Tree. So this match is absolutely over because I can just spam out these Dragon Claws. Remember, I loaded up so much energy on the like Charizard, and now I can just like simply keep going for Dragon Claws. There's nothing the opponent can do. He can try to play it out in as many ways as he wants, but he can't even get a shield from me at this point. It's going to be a 2 shield flex. There's not much he can do. Farm down the Ghost Tree. I can farm down the Toxapex. Opponent sees the writing on the wall, just like Home Slice Henry says. And this was a great first match just to show you guys, just to get your interest up. I put this battle in the beginning of the set. I've played this like team for 2 sets, and both of them have been 4-1 so far. In the like second match, we pick up a lead against the Ghost Tree. Opponent safe switches to the Toxapex. Honestly, I could have like farmed up a lot more energy because Swampert has a very dominating matchup against the Toxa, especially because I'm non-shadow. So I could have farmed up a lot more energy, and that's what I should have done. So I'm going to go for an undercharge. I don't want to give the Ghost Tree a lot of extra energy, so like this will allow the guy to go for a Brine. So I did this on purpose to reduce my health as I don't have the sludge, right? I should have actually let him get me lower, to be honest, but that's fine. I was hoping I can go for the back-to-back Hydro Cannons, which is why I did not throw the Earthquake. I mean, Earthquake like does more if you can only get off one move, so definitely a slight misplay by me. I should have gone for the Earthquake. I'm going to CMP him on 7 on the like Shadow Ball. Go for the Dragon Claw. I think it KOs, I'm not sure, but he like, gives me a shield, so I'm going to shield back because I need the Charizard to take out the guy. And in the back, he has a Tentacruel, so I'm going to load up a bit more energy, get to the Dragon Claw and bring in the Barbaracle. So this matchup is not so comfortable because Barbaracle is a pretty squishy boy, as you can see. So we don't take this call very nicely, but we're going to go for the Stone Edge here, hoping to land this damage, but the opponent is going to shield. Great play, and now this match is going to come down to the shield call. I'm going to call it's an acid spray. If he goes first called, I lose, but the call is right. I was hoping that, I was expecting him to bait me there, and this was just a 50-50, guys. It works out sometimes it doesn't, but at like this point my win con is pretty clear. He makes a good catch of the Dragon Claw. I'm going to undercharge it a bit, and 3 more wing attacks, farm down the Ghost Tree. I can reach the like Dragon Claw, and I can shield whatever this is. I don't care because I'm at the move. I win the CMP with my Charizard, and just under tap, go for Dragon Claw. That's a great game. So again, there were quite a few misplays in this match, and that's how you learn, right? Because this was just my earlier sets. This was my first set with the team, so I guess that's how you learn. So I've learned that against the Toxapex, against the Toxapex safe switch, I should really overload a lot of energy on the Charizard because Swampert is going to destroy him anyway. So that's 2 wins there. In the third match, pick up a really good lead up against a Bomasnow. Opponent safe switches to an Ampharos. I get a weird bit of lag because of the notification, and that allows the Volt Switch damage to register on the Charizard. I really didn't want that to happen. Going to throw the Hydro Cannon in the middle of the Volt Switch because my Swampert has lost CMP to Ampharos. I don't know who wins it like usually, but I really don't want to find out, so I go for the safe play there. So I'm going to farm up to the Sludge Wave. I know like most of Swamperts are running Earthquake for the like Toxapex, so but I like build up anyway and go for the back-to-back Hydros, which will put him in range for a Dragon Claw, which is great. Even for cross chop, I'm going to aggressively bring in the Barbaracle. Opponent gets a bit confused and brings in the Swampert. I do get Grass Knot. Does the opponent shield it? Yes, he does. That's the advantage of running a spicy mon, because we do get access to Grass Knot as well, and that's why he shielded. I think I can survive this. Barbaracle, like a champion, survives it. I can reach the cross chop, and now this completely seals the game because now this guy, the Swampert, is in Dragon Claw range. I have 2 shields. I have another shield like which is the Swampert to sack, and the opponent like loses track of my energy, and honestly think there's not a lot he could have done at this point, but that helps me, and that's another great game, and I'm able to pick up the win. So this was the third win of the set, and actually I already had a win here, which is the first game, so I'll put it in the beginning because that was a very exciting game to show you guys Barbaracle. This is going to be the last game of the set, I think, of this set, and then there's a complete set after this. So if you're staying around, stay here because it's going to be a great game. So pick up a lead against the Ninetales, and this is looking bad because he saves with just a Jellicent, and look at my team, I have no response absolutely. Plus I let him sneak in a Hex, which is not great. At least I can cast the Surf on my Barbaracle because Swampert has a much better matchup against the Ninetales because one Hydro basically KOs, and it takes a lot of time to reach the Stone Edge as compared to the Hydro Cannon on Swampert. I'm going to go for the Stone Edge. Opponent shields it. Not looking great. I'm going to call it a Surf and not a Shadow Ball. This is just a Surf, which means I hopefully can reach it, but luckily the opponent throws here. I would not have made a Stone Edge. I would have had to throw the Cross Chop, but the opponent doesn't know the counts. Can't blame him. Fury Cutter is tough to count. Barbaracle is spicy. That's the advantage with spicy mons. And I have to bring in Charizard, and I still don't think he's in Dragon Claw range. So I'm hoping that he doesn't reach a second Surf before he's in Dragon Claw range. So I was going to throw the Blast Bun there, but I overfarm a bit too much. Get greedy. Jellicent is going to make me pay. I'm forced to give up my last shield, and that's not looking great at all. So even though he has Switch, he has shield advantage, can I possibly win this game now? I don't know. In the back he has a Swampert, so not looking great, but I'm going to try and play this out, okay? Let's see if I can get the win. So I'm going to CM Beam on the Hydro Cannon. Honestly, I should have gone for the Blast Bun. I really should have. I don't know why I went for the Dragon Claw. It makes no sense because Hydro is going to KO me anyway, but luckily he gives me the shield fearing the Blast Bun, so I'm safe there. Now I have to play this really perfectly. I'm still not in Earthquake range because none of the Swamperts are Shadow. He makes a great catch on the Ninetales, but I know that this Hydro Cannon does not KO. I can farm him down and reach the Hydro. I'm still not in Earthquake range, so he has to go for, I think, 2 Hydros, and even 2 Hydros may not, I'm not sure. So I go for my Hydro, take out the Swampert. It's a great game. The set is going to be a 4-1, like I said. Get the rare candy there, and after this is going to be one full set. If you're staying around for so long, I hope that you guys like this content. Give a like, share it with your friends, do all that fun stuff because we love playing Pokemon Go. It's me and my friend on this channel. We love running spicy things, and we're also running meta things right now. So I don't know what. Okay, so this matchup's super interesting, guys. So pick up a lead against the Thick Walrus. I can't really switch out because Swampert is weak, right? So I'm going to stay in here and bait with the potential overheat. I get the shield right away. This tells me he has a grass in the back, obviously, because he would have lived the thing there. So I'm going to shield at the last second. I was expecting a bait. I get baited. That's horrible, but I'm not going to throw because this makes the opponent not bait. If you're not sure, just comment down and I'll explain why he's not going to bait at that point. It's very unlikely that he baits there. So I'm going to go for the perfect play after this because now I can reach 2 more Weather Balls just before he reaches his Earthquake. So if he shields this, I'm going to throw the next one and take him out. I'm going to get Switch advantage. Guaranteed. Get shields down, get Switch, and take out the Walrus. I'm going to save Switch to my guy. In the back he has a Whiscash and he's staying in here, so that's fine with me. I don't know what his third mon is. I have no idea right now, but I'm just going to go for a couple of Cross Chops. At this point I was hoping I had the Grass Knot. Grass Knot would have boomed the Whiscash, I believe, because it's double super effective, but that's fine. He's going to go for a Mud Bomb. I'm going to reach another Cross Chop, do a little bit of chip. I mean, this is going to bring him into Hydro Cannon range, right? So yep, so now he's in Hydro Cannon range. I'm happy. I can reach another Cross Chop. He tries to make a catch on the Galf. Beautiful play by the opponent, but you know what? I can do one better. Just the way he sniped me, I'm going to do one better. I'm going to counter 2 Volt Switches here and sack it on my Ninetales. I'm going to make the catch. It's going to waste his energy, and the Lunge does not do a lot of damage. Ninetales is a thick boy. I can reach the Weather Ball just as he reaches the next move. Even though it's debuff, Galf is super glassy. It's going to take him out, and I'm just one Mud Shot away from the Hydro Cannon on my Swampert. I can easily live a Blizzard. I'm not even Shadow, and I even think a Shadow guy would no, Shadow would actually get one shot, I think. I'm not sure, but this is why I'm running the non-Shadow Swampert, by the way, guys, to improve the Toxapex matchup. Boom, take down the guy, the little thick fish, and that's a great game. So that's going to be a 1-0 start to this set. Not sure if I've recorded all the battles in the set, but let's see how it goes. It's going to be 4-1. It's a spoiler, I know, but so that was a great game indeed. I mean, initially I was running this team. I was wrong that Charizard was my second set. I am going to switch out this guy because of the Kingdra lead. So I remember I hard lose to the Kingdra. This is a great game, okay? So I pick up a Nightmare lead, right? So I save switch to my guy, and take a look at this. When he save switches to the counter switches to Ghost Tree, if you're able to land a Stone Edge like here, boom, do massive damage. You can shield this, you can actually flip this. If you invest both shields, you're going to flip it easier. But take a look, I'm going to do something very cheeky. I'm going to go for the cross chop just as he reaches his 5th Shadow Claw. He's going to shield this, right? But one Fury Cut is guaranteed to go through and it KOs him before he can get off the Seed Bomb. So I don't even have to go shields down, guys. I flip him with equal shields and I've now Swampert against the turtle. I'm going to commit to the Stone Edge because honestly, Hydro Cannon will boom him, Stone Edge will boom him. No point in going for cross chop at all because one shot anyway, right? I'm going to bring in my Swampert. He's going to make a beautiful catch here on the guy, the Tropius, but this match is over. There's nothing he can do. He also snuck an air slash. I'm going to just farm up to the Hydro, and that's game over basically at this point because my Swampert does win CMP over the Rocky Turtle. I can just throw the Hydro, and all I have to do is go for Weather Ball and take out the Tropius. I don't know what I'm doing honestly. I tap the move again. Stupid game. There's going to be lag. The move does not register, and I just wanted to solar beam the guy, but I realized I can't farm him down, so I'm just going to take him out here. I really wanted to solar beam the turtle, but that's fine. I'm not going to throw a move and waste time. I don't know why he's staying in, but that's fine by me. I respect the opponent. I'm going to go for the Hydro Cannon. It's going to take out, I think, 10 Rocky Turtles because it's like double weak to this, and boom, there goes it. There goes the guy, and that's a great game. So I'll definitely recommend running Charizard over the Ninetales because otherwise, Kingdra leads are just an instant loss because there are two mons like Swampert and the Ninetales which absolutely lose very hard to the Kingdra. And if you really want to run Ninetales because it's bulky and has good coverage against everything else, then you should run the Psyshock, not the Solar Beam. The reason why I'm running Solar Beam is because I'm out of charge TMs. I'm only at 5 or 6, so I can't really use one, right? So that's why Solar Beam. Pick up it against Ghost Tree, opponent safe switches to the Tentacruel, and again this is where Swampert shines because he has to go for 2 Scalds to take me out, and I outpace him severely. So so he goes for the Acid Spray, which is fair I guess because a Scald is going to take me out after the Acid Spray, but I'm just going to outpace him, guys. I'm just going to outpace him to Earthquake, so I'm not going to just waste time by baiting and all. So I'm just going to take him out, boom, and he brings in the guy, the Ghost Tree. I'm going to go for a couple of Hydro Cannons. You know, this is where Shadow Swampert is better because 2 Hydro Cannons takes out a Ghost Tree. It almost takes out a Ghost Tree. Let me stand corrected. So I'm going to just go for another Hydro here. And 2 Hydros is definitely better than 1 Earthquake. Definitely better. So he farms me all the way down. And I get lag. I'm not able to sneak my move, but I'm going to call the bait. I'm going to call the bait. It's just a Seed Bomb. And I get the bait call right. And in the back, he has a Toxapex. I'm going to load my Weather Ball. And now all I have to do is beat the Toxapex with my Barbaracle. And we're looking great. But remember, the Ghost Tree has a lot of loaded energy. He's almost at a Shadow Ball. So I have to play this really carefully because the switch clocks are going to come up eventually. So I have to play the end game really tight. This is also the last video of the this series. We land the Stone Edge, which is massive because now I can bait, right? Because now the second Stone Edge is going to KO him, and then I can just farm down his Ghost Tree with my Ninetales. So it's a very easy bait. He's forced to shield here. He has to kill the switch clock anyway, so it's a guaranteed shield. I can easily bait. I'm expecting the Ghost Tree, but I can't switch out because I stayed in for a couple of fire spins. So I'm forced to shield here. I can bring in my guy, farm down this boy, and honestly I should have gone for the Weather Ball here because if I went for the Weather Ball, I think cross chop. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But I'm going to go for the Weather Ball. Opponent may expect the Psyshock because Ninetales is supposed to run Psyshock, and I get the shield. Thank God that the opponent shielded there. Otherwise, I don't think I would have won the game. So now I can go for the Stone Edge. Boom, the Toxapex. And that's a great game, great video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and do comment down your thoughts on the video below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go.